Blast off.
All right. Welcome, everybody, to The Wild Beyond the Witchlight. My name is Bob. I'll be your Dungeon Master tonight. We've got our wonderful group here of Mike, Dasha, Christian, and Randall. We're here for episode 8. I'm not going to say the name, but it's there. It's there for everybody to see. How we all doing?
Excited.
Pretty good.
Ready to go.
Yeah, looking forward.
We're talking all about
Good, doing good.
Warhammer 40k in the chat before this. Although this is going to have very little to do with Warhammer 40k, I will say that if you're interested in seeing some Warhammer going on, you can actually check out my social media down below. Every Monday night when I go to our gaming club, Battle for Salvation, I like to take some photos of my games, of what's going on at the club. You can just check up on the Warhammer side of things there as well. And I also have a playlist called Warhammer 40k Players Play Dungeons and Dragons, which I'll put right here later, because I'm always good at remembering to do that. So it won't be embarrassing that there's nothing here when I say that. All right. And you can follow everything here on the channel, Tabletop Bob. I've got a lot going on. You can follow me in a bunch of different ways. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram, as well as Discord, which links are down below in the description. Mike's trying to get his Thousand Sunned army back to prominence here, or his I guess you had chaos, but now you're
Yeah, I had Slaanesh demons.
there. You go. So you're going to Thousand Suns. You've switched gears a bit. But Mike's trying to build that up, so he's been posting about it in the Discord. If you know anything about Warhammer, you want to give Mike some advice, post in the Discord.
I think I lost money listening to the conversation somehow. Of
It's an expensive hobby.
earlier.
Same.
It's an expensive hobby. Check your wallet, all right? Okay, so a couple of other things here going on in the channel. This is a busy week, everybody. Did you notice I posted on all of my social media about I had 4 videos coming out this week.
A big day tomorrow.
It's incredible. I'm so excited for tomorrow.
There are only 5 days in the work week, and I got 4 of them.
How do you do it, Bob?
Well, I don't sleep. We talked about that.
We talked about that.
I don't sleep. But tomorrow, Christian, you want to say what's going on tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow we got the world premiere, never before seen, season 2 of Supernatural 20
That's
coming
right.
out.
That's right. And I'm putting on the virtual cam so you can see this because it's so cool. We've played and recorded the Camp Clearwater Massacre, a 5e one-shot from DM Dave. That's going to be coming out tomorrow night, as Christian said. We're going to be in the live chat. It starts at 7 p.m. Hopefully nothing goes wrong like we did, like last time we did a live premiere. But you know, I'm not familiar with the tech side of things, so I hope it all goes right. But that should be tomorrow, 7 p.m. And I'll post about it again just to remind everybody. And Thursday, everyone's favorite old school game comes back. Mike's favorite campaign of the channel. The Keep on the Borderlands. Episode 16, The Whispering Woods. We're going to whisper the entire game.
I feel
That would
like
be
that's not
annoying.
true.
That would be annoying, wouldn't it? Probably.
I feel
probably
like
not
no
so.
one there will listen to you do
That's
that.
that's the start of your new ASMR channel, Bob.
There you go.
Yeah, you just got to get more content.
You know,
More
if you want
more
to hear
ASMR
that,
content.
yeah, if you want to hear some ASMR content, comment below. Let
I
us
want to
know.
hear Hieronymus ASMR version. It would be so annoying and yet so good.
Just got to put a lot of breathy characters in. Nice, like Werner Herzog character.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Love it. Well, we'll see what they do. We'll see how much they whisper. But that's on Thursday, their normal time. No, why did you say that? We're actually going to start just a tad bit later, 9 o'clock. But again, I posted about that, and we'll make more posts to remind you soon. All right, so we're here with the Wild Beyond the Witchlight crew. Let's introduce our characters. Why don't we start with someone like Dasha?
Will this never end, Bob?
Well, it's good to start with different people. So, Dasha, go ahead.
I'm being targeted. I am playing Siggy, the fairy rogue. She ate a bunch of really cool stuff last episode along with Boomy. They're just on a roll. They can talk to each other telepathically now, along with Lemon, which is really exciting. She's excited to go free Sir Talavar, right?
Yes.
The little dragon from his cage that I think they got the proper key. So a lot to look forward to this episode for her.
Yeah, quite a bit actually. Yeah. We'll talk about the recap in a sec, but let's jump up to Mike.
All right. I'm glad to see the stream hasn't been shut down by J.K. Rowling, so that's a positive. I am playing Boppy, Herringun Pugilist, who is finally out of his element and wandering the Feywild with this ragtag crew. And I don't know. I don't think there's too much to say at the moment. Just lighthearted comedy, and that's pretty much what Boppy does.
Yeah, we had a lot of comedy last week when it came to the things you scavenge for. So you might want to check that one out, see what they might be under the influence of.
Yeah, that's
Speaking
right.
of,
pretty sure that Randall and I thought the others were high.
yeah, well, someone else who partook in the activities would have been Boomy. Christian, who are you playing?
Hi everyone, I'm playing Boomy, the Protector Asmar cleric. Last week we ate a ton. There was talking flowers that led to also dragon-shaped things to eat. What else did we eat?
Carrot cake.
Gourd, right?
Carrot cake. Carrot cake that we wanted more of, but a certain someone didn't want us to have anymore, which I think would have come in handy later on. But it's okay. We have something to look forward to when we go back.
It's true. Unless it's gone. Grover could have eaten it.
Maybe I'm going to scavenge for carrots on the way back then when we start.
Totally. Mm-hmm.
Literally the one thing he has.
That way I know for sure he can make more.
He's got a lot of carrots. A lot of carrots. Elmer has a whole barrel full downstairs. Randall, we'll round out the group.
Thank you. Quentin does round out this group. I agree. I'm playing Quentin Queen, the human bard, soon to be, hopefully soon, to be the eloquence school bard. He's a talker and is starting to form a bond with Boppy as everyone else is getting high and leaving him behind.
All right, I'm just going to step away for 1 minute. I'm really sorry, Mr. Banks just threw up on the floor.
Mr. Banks.
Mr. Banks.
Mr. Banks strikes again.
Come on,
He
Mr.
strikes
Banks.
All right. Well, we'll do a bit of a recap then. So last time we played, quite a bit happened, actually. I'll be honest with you. You traveled through the landscape of Hither, one of the three geographic locations of Prismere, the Feywild domain that you've entered into. Now, Hither, generally speaking, is what you would think of when you think about a Fey domain. It's supposed to be bright and cheery. However, when you arrived, it was mostly marshland and swamp. In fact, the further you went in, the more wet it became. And to this point, you're pretty lucky you have a giant snail to be traveling on. Otherwise, you'd probably have a much harder go of things traversing on foot. When you met Elmer, who lives in the Slanty Tower, he told you that Bavlorna Blightstraw, a hag, part of the Hourglass Coven, has cursed him and forced him to become an Ettercap. And so he's lived in a quiet, secluded life since then. The Hourglass Coven has taken over the domain of Prismere. We don't know what happened to its former patron, Zabilna. We know that Quentin is here to find that out. Everyone else has quite a bit of ulterior motives for coming to Hither. Some shared, some not. And you learned that from Sir Talavar, the trapped pseudo-dragon in a cage that landed on the Slanty Tower, that he needs to go and warn the Summer Court, but he can't get out of his cage that Bavlorna put him in without a key. An old friend of his, Jingle Jangle, the goblin, lives on Telemy Hill, and that is where the group headed last time. Along the way, you got into some hijinks, but ultimately arrived at the hill safe and sound. When you got to the hill, Jingle Jangle invited you into her cave. She shared with you the key, and you showed her some kindness in return. And now you have the key for Sir Talavar. You've also learned that Jingle Jangle is also cursed, and that these brigands, Harangon brigands, are kind of being the bullies of the domain under the rule of Bavlorna. So you're going to pay one of their leaders, Agden Longscarf, a visit. But I believe we're going to go back to the Slanty Tower first. Okay.
Yes, we have to free Sir Talavar.
Gotcha. Yes. Oh, yes. Right. Of course. Yes. We got to get him out of the cage. All right. So we're going to start. We'll jump right into the game here. I just actually have to just change something at Roll20. I think we're on the wait screen, right?
Yeah, we're on the title screen.
Gotcha.
I am also really curious how this adventure can possibly be run without any combat, with all these hags running around and these Harangon brigands.
Well, I mean, they're hags, so I imagine if you're willing to wheel a deal and maybe a little sneaking around, you might be able to do it.
Doesn't require combat, just requires you to sell your soul.
Hey. Money makes the world go round, right?
As long as you have enough players as hags so that you can sell each of your firstborn child, then you'll be good.
Yeah, that's it. All right. All right, heading back. We're going to do a survival check. Remember, you do have advantage. You have a map. And the DC might be a bit easier this time because you are going on a return route. So, Boomy, I believe, has the best survival check. Would you like to make this check?
Yep. Let's see. Let's see. I have to add a +4 to that. So, 17.
Did you roll with advantage? I think I only see one roll.
Oh, was it advantage? My bad. Well, it is. Yep. So 17 is my highest.
Okay, great. So, while the trip is not too long, right? You were able to get here within a day. You're going to have to spend a night resting out in the wilderness. You'll probably only be able to get a third of the way back before night will fall. And well, actually, it's always kind of like in a state of dusk, so it's not going to change. But you'll need to rest. You'll need to get a long rest before you can continue traveling. So, do me a favor. On the map, you can move the token to about the river, roughly about the river, and tell me what you would like to do before you take a long rest.
Dare I say, I would like to forage?
You want to forage?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you're setting up camp in the swamps, you can do a couple of things. So, Sig, if you'd like to forage, you can. Anybody else want to do something before you take a long rest?
I maybe set up like a makeshift, like maybe little traps or something that if someone got close and triggered it, that maybe it would knock over some branches or it would rustle some leaves, just so that we would know.
Nice.
Like Arnold Schwarzenegger in Predator?
Exactly, like a MacGruber, MacGyver trying to set it all up.
Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone?
MacGruber is the one that fucks it up. Not the
Yeah,
one
I was
that
gonna
gets
say,
it right.
MacGruber.
I was just thinking that show, and I'm like, no, I want to do the opposite of MacGruber. I want MacGyver.
MacGyver, yeah.
I'm gonna aim for satire.
Yeah.
Hey, if you aim for the wrong thing and you're rolling that one, that might mean you get it perfect.
There you go, right?
It's like that Leslie Nielsen vampire movie. It's always compared to like Strahd in D&D because that's how your players take it. So, okay, you could do that. What skill would you like to use to set that up? Survival?
Yeah, why don't do survival?
And what materials you're going to be using here? You can also think about what's around you, but you might have equipment that could help you set up some sort of a tripwire or something.
Yeah, I'm probably going to use some rope, and then if there's any vines, maybe I could use that to make a little bit more.
There would definitely be vines. I could imagine kind of like those wild vines that kind of invade plant life. I could imagine those being quite a bit here. And Quentin and Boppy, what are you going to do as you're setting up for a long rest?
I don't think. I don't know. I mean, Boppy's probably. I'm not going to forge. It hasn't worked very well so far. I don't know. I don't think Boppy's going to do anything to note for now.
Okay.
I'm going to look for the driest possible place to lie my head down to sleep.
It's pretty waterlogged, I'll be honest here. So you'd have to rest either on some sort of, if you have like some sort of a object to put down, if you had a trunk, or I don't know what you're carrying actually. Your backpack? That's not going to be good enough.
I do not believe that my bag is large enough to carry
No.
a trunk with me.
Maybe for a Siggy, it could act as a...
The
snail, but that might not be comfortable to sleep on.
Very true.
Well, Siggy is going to forage. Perhaps you can find a spot that's going to be... You cut down reeds, and you could lay upon the reeds. Something like that.
Yeah, you can try that. I'll try that.
All right, so Boomy, give me a survival check for the traps. Siggy, give me a survival check for foraging.
Got a 14 for the traps.
Okay. I'll note that down. And what did Siggy get for foraging? 6?
A 6.
You're unable to find any food this time. Perhaps this area is a bit more waterlogged than others, and most of the plant life's been washed away.
Mm-hmm.
All right. However, I will say this, that Siggy, while you are out looking, and again, you're looking maybe even for a space to lay your heads down, you do find a stream that's kind of jutting across east to west. Definitely not part of the main river, but nonetheless, it flows. It looks as though there's some sort of light shining down below it. It's this, like this aqua green colored light coming from beneath the muck.
Who is nearest to me? I guess someone else, whoever is getting ready to bed.
Probably me looking for
probably Quentin.
a dry place.
Sure, Quentin.
I would. Siggy's gonna fly over to Quentin and kind of tug on his sleeve, say, "I found a stream, but it looks a bit strange. There's some light coming through. Can you come help me see what it is?"
A stream is sort of the opposite of what I was looking for, but sure, yes.
Do you think I should poke a stick down there, see if there's anything alive, something that's glowing? Is that a bad idea?
I'm not really someone who often pokes sticks at things that might or might not be alive, so I'm really not sure if that's a bad idea or not. Although I don't really like being poked with a stick, so not sure if that's informative at all.
I poked a bee's nest with a stick once, and it did not go well. But
That's
this doesn't look like
for not poking things with sticks, then.
This doesn't look like a bee's nest. Bob, how deep is the stream?
You'd have to do some investigating because it's pretty dark.
Okay.
If you were to go to the light area, you could see a little bit more.
Okay, I'll go to that area.
So you head over to the stream, and again, like I said, it's a small river. It's really not much, but the light kind of draws you to it. When you head to that area, you can see down deeper. Maybe at the most, it goes down about 8 feet or so in the deepest area.
Okay.
You can't tell exactly, was this a river in the past, or is this just some sort of rut that has been created by some vehicle? But at first glance, you can see down where the light is, and you can see about 8 feet down.
Is the light a steady light? Is it like changing?
You can't see. You don't know if... No, it's not changing, no. Not pulsing or changing. It's just a glow, a gentle glow from underneath. And you don't see a source of it either. You can see right down to the bottom, but it just looks like there's a glow throughout this area. I do need you to give me a D8, and Randall as well. Are you nearby?
Yeah, I'm standing with her.
Both of you give me a D8.
Well, I guess I have to roll it through.
Sorry, I've dragged you into this now. I have a 3.
It's all right. I have a 7.
You see the
That's
water
better or worse?
begin to swirl as you're looking upon it. And for tiny moments, you catch glimpses in the reflections that you're looking at. You can see an event begin to transpire as these images start to take hold. You're not quite sure if it's in the river or in your mind. Dasha, you
What
see
event?
you see a hag with toad-like features. She's relaxing in a pool of water while miniature versions of her ladle water and pour it over her head and shoulders. They begin to wash her and sponge her. She looks very calm and very relaxed.
Okay.
Randall, you see 2 Mero, these aquatic race creatures. They swim past each other in murky waters, not this water specifically, just in a deep, dark, murky lake. You can see them swimming and kind of weaving in and out.
That's weird.
You didn't see each other's visions. What I described to Siggy is what Siggy saw. What I described to Quentin is what Quentin saw.
Did you see that?
You mean the hag? Yes, I saw her. She was taking a bath.
That is not even slightly what I saw, but
What did you
that's
see?
Interesting as well. I believe they're called Mero. Sort of merfolk. Swimming in murky water.
What kind of water? A river? A lake?
It wasn't obvious from what I could see, but it was murky. So perhaps some of the tainted water here.
Maybe
I
they
don't
need
know
help.
of any oceans nearby.
Perhaps they need help.
Perhaps, although I don't know many stories that favor Mero towards our kind.
The stream just looks pretty normal to you now, as you kind of look back on it, trying to find the reflections that you saw.
Did anything change with the light?
The light is, it's gone. It's just a river now. The glow is gone.
Perhaps
Looks
a
like-
warning?
Yes, someone trying to warn us. There's some magic here. Shall we tell the others?
Yes.
Siggy's already telepathically telling Boomy. What's,
I think we
going
should
on?
tell them.
Ahem.
He just looks at her. Why are you just standing there? Oh, yes, Lemon?
Lemon!
Oh no, it's telepathic. You can't hear it, Randall.
Oh.
How can you clear your throat telepathically? It's not possible.
I just did it right now, Randall.
You just imagine Boomy getting this warning about something as he's setting up a trap, and he's like, I didn't even need to set up these traps.
Well,
Lemon, what is it?
I want to know the secret.
Oh, I'll tell you too. And she'll just... Do I have to tell in words, or can I just show them the vision? Like,
You have to. It's just to let. It's just.
Can I hear this too?
Talking. Just talking. Yeah.
okay, so I'll describe the vision of the hag and the washing and the mini versions of the hag.
So now everybody but Boppy knows.
Yeah, basically.
Also, but I have no idea that anyone except for us two know.
Yeah, you just see Siggy.
He's now just staring at Siggy. Are you all right?
What? Yes, I'm fine.
Lemon
Everything's
came
fine.
closer to us, and then you just started staring at her.
Yes, we are just having a moment. We have a special
Quite a
bond.
few moments, I would say.
Yes. We have a bond. A bond of friendship.
All right. I don't really stare at my friends that intently, but duly noted. Should we go tell the rest of them?
Yes, of course.
Okay. And we'll go over to Bobby and Boomy. So interesting thing that just happened. Siggy and I, being the we looked into the water at something that was glowing within, and each of us saw an odd vision.
Oh yeah, the hags. I thought that's old news.
You saw a vision as well.
No, don't. I know. Siggy told me.
That's not possible. I've been standing next to Siggy since she saw it.
Well, I know about the hags. Do you have anything new to add?
That is new. It happened a minute and a half ago.
What are you talking about? Are you all?
I don't know what they're talking
Taken-
about.
Did she give you some of that clover too?
No. I haven't eaten anything since the carrots. No,
Lemon
I had
says-
some rations after that.
Lemon says
Carrot's just
telepathically. Lemon says telepathically to Siggy and Boomy, "Don't tell him our secret, all right?
Never.
This is fun."
Secret safe with me.
It's our secret club. Of course I won't tell them.
See, what's happening? Why do you just keep
assuming
silently
we're all
staring at each other? After we saw the visions, we saw different things. Siggy was just staring with such great intent at Lemon. What? I don't understand how you know. Did you see a
stare
vision?
intently at Quentin and not say a thing. I'm just gonna stare.
Please stop eating plants. They're
Carnivores.
not good for you here. Don't eat any more vegetables.
Didn't you guys say you was eating something that was telling you to eat it? Does that count as like an evil act? Like
It's never
it's
a
like
good
sentient,
thing.
right? Like should
If
you
something-
eat something that does that?
If
I mean,
something
ask
tells
for it.
you to eat it, the last thing that you should do is eat it. I
gonna
make
go back
terrible
to-
life decisions, and I even know that.
I'm gonna go back to like trying to set up some traps and just
Okay.
kind of hear whatever else. has
All
to
right.
go
Well,
on.
what did your vision exactly say or show you or
Well-
whatever?
Assuming that you don't already know.
No, I have no idea what's happening.
All right. Well, that's slightly comforting. I saw merfolk, Mero, swimming through murky water. Probably somewhere in Hither, given the amount of murky water that's here. And then, well, Siggy, you said you saw a hag.
Yes, I saw a hag, and she looked very ugly, like a toad, and there was lots of mini hags.
Well, okay,
All
hold on.
around.
You said you saw this looking into the stream.
Yes.
Yes.
You sure
and-
you just didn't see your own face?
Well, that's quite rude.
Siggy just goes like deadpan and flies away from you, Bobby.
Telepathically, you can kind of hear me giggle. Like,
That's no way to treat a lady.
I know, he's so mean sometimes. This is telepathically.
Oh, she
Definitely
said
don't
that out
tell him
loud.
our secret.
She said that one out loud, though, to
Oh,
Bobby.
Siggy is
I'll
ranting
let
about
you-
Boppy telepathically.
Boppy turns to Lemon and says, "All right, let me know when you see one."
Wow.
Oh my god.
Lemon's
This is
very
getting
upset.
quite hostile.
Wow.
All
Siggy
right,
gets
so-
very pouty and moves away.
So the river, the stream, seems pretty normal at this point. Nothing changing about it. You feel secure now. You found a place and that you can chop down some reeds, lay them down as a little clearing resting spot. Boomy's finished setting up his tripwire, and you're ready to take a long rest. Is there any order of watch going to be on, or are you all going to go to bed? How you going to do it?
I'm going to sleep.
Siggy might stay up for a little bit just because she's really angry at Boppy and pouty and just not gonna sleep. Just gonna float in the air and be mad. And keep watch. But probably very distractedly because
Okay.
she's mad.
I guess I'll tell Figgy that if she gets tired, just to let me know, and I'll probably go to bed or tend to the snail and see how it's doing.
Snail.
Yeah. And what about Boppy? Sleeping?
Yeah, Boppy's probably gonna go to sleep.
All right. So we've got Siggy staying up for a little bit, and then Boomy taking over, right? All right.
I'm gonna after trying to sleep and probably not being able to for a little while. After a little while of seeing everybody go to sleep, I'm gonna just kind of quietly sit up and look to Siggy. Siggy, come here.
Yeah? What? What is it?
Do you want to get back at Bobby for what
Yes.
he said?
Yes.
I have this ink and quill. I have an idea.
Siggy is so excited.
If you can get the ink on one of his paws, I'll tickle his nose with the feather.
I like the way you think.
Classic.
All right.
Me too.
Let's do it. Can we get Lemon in on this? Can I telepathically wake up Lemon somehow?
I'm on it.
You get the right paw. I'll get the left paw.
You're doing both paws. All right.
Yes.
I don't know how that's going to work, but all right. We'll double our chances.
So
Once you put the ink on, I'll tickle his nose.
Okay.
give me a stealth check to put the ink on his nose. I'll give you advantage because he's sleeping.
Okay.
Boppy, what's your passive perception?
Hopefully really low.
10?
14.
Ooh. 18, you're at advantage.
Oh, that's true. Advantage 18.
18?
Yep.
You're able to apply the ink to Boppy's paws. Lemon will help you. One paw, the other. Randall, you gonna tickle him?
I'm going to tickle his nose with the quill. With the
All right,
feather
Boppy,
part of the quill.
You're gonna scratch an itch with your paw. Can you describe what happens?
Would it be reasonable to say as a boxer's reflex, instead of scratching my nose, I punch him in the face?
Oh my god.
Sure. Give me an attack roll.
And that actually makes sense. I can't be mad at that. I'm sorry, Quentin.
Give me an attack roll.
I really hope you only got the ink on the inside of the paws and not the outside.
All right,
15?
15.
15's probably that's gonna hit me. I'm like in my pajamas.
Britain's like Team Rocket being lifted up.
Well,
We're
take
such a
7.
mess.
You take 7 bludgeoning damage, but more
Oh my
important,
god!
more
Like half my
importantly,
HP.
more importantly, your face is also. It was a fist, but the paws. I don't know the anatomy exactly. There's some ink all over your face mixed with the bloody nose.
Oh,
What happened?
I think you broke my nose.
Oh no,
Poppy.
Quentin, you all right, buddy? Why did I punch you?
Poppy, how could you? He was just trying to swat a mosquito away, and you punched him.
Yeah,
What a horrible person.
I tuck the quilt into
What's
my
wrong with your-
pants
What's
and,
wrong
and
with
just
your
put my
face?
shirt over.
Why is your face covered in
Blood? I don't know.
No,
Maybe
not
because
not-
my
not
nose is
that.
broken.
Not that. I mean the other stuff.
I don't know.
Would it be light enough for you to differentiate blood and ink?
It's like dusk. So yeah. Yeah, probably. I think you could do it.
You're the one that punched me. Why did you? Oh,
Why is my hand covered in ink?
I don't know. Why is your hand covered in ink?
Siggy is like holding the ink bottle. She's like, I don't know. Why is your hand covered in ink?
And why do you punch people who try to wake you gently?
He's gonna rub. Poppy's gonna rub his paws on your robes, on your clothing, whatever you're wearing, Randall.
Me?
Yes.
You already punched me in the face.
He's like, listen, you shouldn't touch me when I'm sleeping. It's just a reaction. I'm sorry that I hurt you. Here, why don't you take the rest of this? And I just hand you the rest of the flask.
Lemon, is he
Sure.
always this violent?
That'll help me sleep.
This is actually pretty tame.
Oh.
He'll hold it in his other hand and like blood and start to cast healing word on himself.
Yep. All right, so you can cast Healing Word and get some hit points back, and
Yeah.
then we'll take a long rest. So everybody,
Nose realigns.
that's great.
Oh,
Is Booby
Good
just
night.
sleeping through this?
No,
Booby
actually,
slept through it all.
I want to say like I came in at last minute and I just see Quentin's face all messed up. I'm just like, ugh, and just drop whatever I'm holding. Like, ugh, what happened to you? And like, completely missed the whole thing though.
well,
All
I'm
right.
going to bed.
Anyways, good night, Boomy. Good night, Quentin. Good night, Lemon. And then I go to sleep.
No, Siggy.
That's it.
All right, so long rest time. You can heal hit points based on your hit dice if you have any left, and then you'll heal, half of them after the rest is over. So if you need to heal, I don't know, Quentin, you still reeling?
I was missing 2 HP.
You're gonna use a hit dice.
I'll use a hit die. I'll automatic. I don't have to roll it because it'll. My Constitution modifier is +2, so I'll definitely.
Yeah.
I'll automatically.
I
get
would
that.
regain a spell slot right after the long rest.
You would.
So I'm just gonna cast after seeing his
Oh,
battered
okay.
face. I can cast healing word on him as well.
Okay, so then you'll be back.
Yeah.
So you don't need to.
That
So you
fixed
can
the
save your
bit.
hit die.
Right.
Thank
Okay. So if anybody else needs to heal, do it now, and then we're gonna move on to the Slanty Tower. So after a majority of the next day traveling, you finally get back to the angled edifice that you slept the night before, the 2 nights before, and you can see Elmer bringing in a whole nother bushel of carrots at the door. Oh, welcome back. You weren't gone very long.
2 days. Enough time to get there and back.
Yeah. It's tough to go through this marsh.
You grow those or something, or are they just like everywhere?
Yes.
No, that doesn't answer the question.
Only answered 2 questions in 1 answer.
Elmer,
Uh,
I know you're probably busy, but could you make some more carrot cake?
Just got a whole new batch.
She'll give him a big hug.
Aw. Thank you. It's in the oven now. Let's go.
Yes.
Do you
Let's
happen to
go.
have a bath that I could use?
He does. Yeah, he's got a washroom you could use.
That would be lovely. Thank you.
So
Probably
you
like a basin or something. Gotta go
yeah.
swamp water.
he's actually got purified water. Remember he
right,
actually you
yeah,
weren't here,
yeah.
Mike. He has
He's a
purified
plumber.
water.
He's got like a rain shower. He's
Mhm.
he's got a sauna.
Distilled water.
Yeah.
He actually does have a like a legit rain shower. Like that comes from the ceiling down on him. All right, so
I'm gonna
you're
love
going to
that.
wash up Quentin, right?
I'm gonna be gone for an hour.
An hour.
I'm gonna be prestidigitationing all of my clothes, washing them, drying them, washing myself. Yeah, get some nice chamomile, make myself smell nice. I'm gonna treat myself. I got punched in the face.
Meanwhile,
yourself.
Siggy is shoveling down carrot cake.
Did you use all? Would you? She would have used all of my ink for that problem.
Potentially.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Are we gonna
Yeah.
let that guy out of the cage or what? I mean, that's why we're here, right?
Yep. So
That's
you
true.
enter
More
into Elmer's kitchen, and you see Sir Talavar. He's hanging by the windowsill, and when you approach, you can see the hope fill back into his face, and he says, "Oh, thank goodness you're here. It's been absolutely dreadful in this cage.
Well, we have the key.
And
I
cake.
knew Jingle Jangle would come through. Come here. Release me."
Siggy is very torn between getting the carrot cake and releasing him, but she'll go release him.
All right, so you enter, you place the key inside the slot, you turn, you hear the unlocking of the mechanism inside, and the cage swings open. Talavar bolts out, flies around the room like 3 times pretty fast, and then he floats back over to you. I am in your debt. I don't know how else to thank you, but I will make sure the summer court hears of your deeds.
Thank you, Sir Talavar. Do you want your sword back?
I've been through a lot with that sword, but right now you may be going into the fray. You keep hold of it. Keep it safe.
Oh, thank you. She'll, do an awkward, bow. Sir, thank you. Doesn't know proper court etiquette at all, but
Right.
she's trying.
He says, "No need for the pleasantries. Again, I am in your debt. It's the least I can do. Take this and use it. When we meet again, you can return it to me.
Of course.
Elmer?
He should...
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say he should eat some carrot cake with us.
Time is of the essence. I feel I must return. Post haste.
Perhaps you should wait until Quentin returns from his bath. He may have some message. You did work together at the summer court, after all.
He may be gone for hours, if I recall. His bath ritual is lengthy.
Oh dear.
I'm infamous at court for taking long baths and showers.
Use up all the hot water.
Yeah, I use up all the hot water.
Damn you, Quentin!
Everyone has to wake up a little bit earlier than Quentin.
Well, actually, to be honest, we'll probably say that before you hop in the bath, you could probably come in with just a towel around the waist. All right, well, see you later.
Yes, give my best to the summer courts and to Her Majesty.
We will uncover the truth of what's going on here. I can guarantee you that.
Yes, there's something. Siggy and I saw visions in the water. They came from lights. And, I mean, I know that they were reminiscent of Fey magic. At least the way I'm familiar with it. I don't know this. But it felt like a warning. A message being sent to us, and the only one that I could think of that would do that would be Zabilna. I'm not sure, but I think that she may still have some power here, and may have been trying to send us a sort of message in a bottle, or messages in bottles.
Hither was known for having these springs. Springs that would reveal visions of the future. You must have come upon one. The rivers have now run through this land. The swamp is overtaking everything. Some of the visions must have been passing by on your route.
So those weren't visions of the present, those were visions of the future.
My guess would be that.
A future that is already set to pass, or one that we should change?
I'm not quite sure. What were your visions of?
I saw Mero swimming through murky water.
And I saw a hag taking
Oh,
a
you're
bath.
in this bath too. All right.
No, Siggy followed. Yeah. You didn't see her,
Could
but
not
she's
see
floating.
through the steam. Sorry. Just tightens his towel a little bit.
She's like, I saw a hag taking a bath. Kind of like Quentin's doing now, but Quentin doesn't have so many assistants as the hag had. She had lots
Yes,
of
it's a
little
travesty.
mini-me's. Quentin wishes he could have so many assistants.
I personally, I'd like my bath time to be private. There's already quite a lot more people in here than I would have liked. Also, I would like to say that I think that is not the only difference between her bath time and my bath time. I think I look quite different than the hag. I don't know what she looks like, but I assume it is different.
Rover nudges you, wanting you to continue shampooing his back.
Siggy telepathically reaches out to Boomy and Lemon. Boomy, Lemon, we're having a party, a gathering of sorts in the bathroom. Come join us. We're saying goodbye to Sir Talavar before he embarks on his long journey.
Unfortunately,
telepathically.
Basha,
I'll bring cake.
no, unfortunately, you reach out, but you don't hear anything.
No. So sad.
You're not sure what
Fine.
happened, but they aren't responding.
Okay. When she realizes
Christian,
that,
you
she'll
did not
just
hear
yell that. She'll yell that.
So everyone
Can I-
follows into the bathroom. Sure.
Why are you inviting people into my bath?
This is the goodbye party for Sir Talavar.
I am naked. I have been to parties where being naked is a requirement. This is not like those.
You hear from the other room. I'm not going in there. That's disgusting.
At least one of you is respecting that privacy. Honestly, the best person to be respecting the privacy is Boppy. He was the last person I would like to enter this room.
Lemon pops up from under the water. Could you pass the soap?
You know, that one's not at all unexpected. That's actually the least surprising thing about all of this.
All right. Well, so Talavar's gonna head out. He salutes you all and wishes you well. He's gonna fly off into the clouds of Hither.
Quentin gives a deep bow in his very short towel.
There you go. So
Lemon
where to
sees
now?
more than she bargained for.
What?
I don't know.
Or maybe-
I think Lemon bargained for it.
That's true. That's true.
She snuck her way into not just the room, but the actual bath. I wasn't
gives
wearing
you-
a towel in there.
She takes out a toothbrush so she can use it as like a scrub loofah on her back. She can't reach. All right, so what do you want to do now? You can rest here for the remainder of the day and night at the Slanty Tower. I believe you were saying you wanted to pay the Brigands a visit for Jingle Jangle. You also want to head past that eventually to, what was it called? Downfall. Any other things you wanted to do?
Where was Downfall in relation to the Brigands?
It's on the most northwestern portion of the map.
Before we leave, I think Siggy would want to talk to Elmer privately. She wants to ask if he's heard tell of a fairy child many years ago being taken here. She wants to see if he's heard of her brother at all.
Your brother, huh?
Mhm.
Can't say I do. Children usually have a great time in Prismere.
So you think if he was taken here, he's safe and happy?
depends how long ago.
I believe it was 8 years ago. That's right.
Well-
That's the correct date, right, Bob?
8 years
was-
ago, your time may be different in our time.
Oh, I didn't realize. He was taken unwillingly, I believe. We did not intend to be separated. And I think he ended up here. But I'm looking for him now. So if you hear tell of a boy named Rowan, please tell me. Let me know.
That's very sad. I will look out for Rowan.
Thank you.
Rowan is good with me if I find him.
Thank you. I
Rowan
appreciate
will
that.
always have a home. A home for Rowan.
Can he adopt Rowan and Siggy? Can he just be their dad?
A safe house for Rowan.
Oh. She'll give him another hug and say thank you.
You're welcome. Wolver and I will keep Rowan very safe. Very safe.
I'm sure you will.
He really steers into the skid.
So,
Just as a reminder, Bob, refresher, the hut that's between Telemy Hill and the dock kind of area, is that Zabilna's? Is that what Elmer had pointed out as Zabilna's hut?
Zabilna does not live here.
Oh, I thought Zabilna was in Hither.
Zabilna is the patron of
Sorry,
all
not
of
Zabilna.
Prismere.
I'm sorry. I'm
Bavlorna.
Bavlorna. Sorry, I said the wrong. I said the wrong name. Sorry, Bavlorna.
Bavlorna has a cottage in Downfall.
In Downfall. Oh, okay. Okay. So it's not. So we don't know what the marking of the house to the north of Telemy Hill is then?
Nope.
Damn. I thought that was Bavlorna. Okay. Okay. After I would finish my shower bath, come out in my towel, holding my clean clothes nice and folded, steamed, and smelling of flowers and, well, not flowers, lavender. Lavender is my scent of my soap.
That's your preferred choice.
And I'd come out and before, as I get ready for bed, I would also find Elmer and ask about that place on the map, since we know pretty much all of the other locations on here.
So one thing that might be a bit of a discrepancy is that this map is more of a gameplay map. It doesn't have any of the names on it for you, the artifact that I gave you. But that map, that little house there would not be there on the map that Elmer gave you.
Oh, okay.
It's my fault.
Like
I should have been clear. Some of the things on here, most of the things on here, I should say, are places you can explore and go to. But some of them may not. They might be something that's just there on the map that doesn't actually depict on Elmer's guide, because
gotcha.
This is like done by the artist for the game, whereas
so we don't
not
actually. So then we don't know that something is even there. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind then. He will just continue to pamper himself before bed and rest.
All right, so where to next? Are we going to go to the Tollway? Are we going to go try avoid it and go to Downfall? Are we going to go towards the east and see what's that way? Or any other direction you'd like to head?
I think we should go to the Tollway.
Mm-hmm. To help.
If Bavlorna lives in Downfall, and that's where Clapperclaw, no.
Yep, Clapperclaw.
Clapperclaw also lives. We have to go through the Tollway anyway. And if we can take care of these brigands before we get to Babylona, then maybe they won't be helping her when we do.
That's
I really
a good
don't
point.
like either of these groups that we have to pursue, and I definitely don't want to pursue them both at the same time.
I'm just showing the viewers the Roll20 screen now so you can see what they're referring to. This little cottage area or house is what Randall was referring to before. That wouldn't be on the map that Elmer gave them. But Downfall is the northwestern portion, and the Brigand's Tollway is to the east of it.
Elmer, do you know of any Merrow nearby?
Can't say that I do.
You never encountered them in your hydrology? Was that?
Not in
was
Hither.
No. Interesting.
Not that I could tell of.
Do you know if they're in any other of the any of the other provinces of Prismia?
Oh, it's possible. I just don't know any.
Not sure. And is this murky water, the swampy swampification, if you will, is that happening to the I don't know the name of the other one, but the other two provinces.
The other two provinces are called Hither. Sorry, 3 provinces are called Hither, Thither, and Yon.
That tracks.
And he doesn't know, because he hasn't been to them since he's been changed.
And one final question. Babylona's friends, the other members of the Coven, do you know any of them? Not personally, but like, do you know their names or anything about them?
Yeah, he would... Did I not tell you their names when you met him the first time?
I think you gave us... No, actually, I don't think I have
Nope.
any of them. Oh, I have Granny Nightshade. That's the... I don't have the... I don't think we have... That's the one for I had written it as Tither,
Yep.
not Thither.
Thither, yeah. Granny Nightshade.
I don't think we have the one for Yon.
Endolin Moongrave.
Endolin, like Endlo.
Elyn.
Oh.
And Moongrave, as you would spell it. QXZ.
Okay.
All right. On the road again.
On the road again.
Boomy, roll it up.
All right. So I got. Let's see. I'm doing survive. Do I still get advantage
Yep. You have the
on
map
my
still.
survival? Okay.
Mhm.
Cool. So that's. Let's see.
$14.
14.
Gotcha. All right, so north you head. You go between these 2 rivers here, as it seems to be the driest route. As you approach the Tollway, you begin to see, even though it's quite a ways away still, the one thing you can see, even from great distance, is a very large tree stump. This must be taller than the tallest building you have ever seen. Well, maybe not the tallest building you've ever seen, but it's taller than many buildings that you've seen. And it looks very wide and sturdy up ahead. The tree that grew from it must have been enormous. But you're still a while away. You'd probably say, based on the current rate of the snail, that you're headed, it'd probably take at least a half an hour more to get to it. Is there anything you'd like to do as you approach the Tollway?
Perception check.
Sure.
Just to see if anyone else is around, or there's
Okay.
signs of anyone else having been around recently.
Yeah, I would assume if we're cruising, I might slow the snail down a tiny bit as
Okay.
we get closer.
15 on the perception.
You do see a few things. You see the water level is getting a bit deeper. So the snail is kind of like jet skiing, right? Kind of like hydroplaning across the water. Another thing you notice is that there are a couple of different abandoned rafts. You've seen them on the side. They look like they're broken or they've sprung leaks and they've sunk. As the water levels rise and lower here and hither, you get the sense that these move around quite a bit. So you wanted to slow the snail down just a tiny bit? All right, so as you approach, this is what you'll see. The foggy marsh stretches out before you. As I mentioned, what you see in the distance is a tree stump that rises pretty high. Maybe upwards of like 40 feet in the air. The marsh, again, is getting a bit deeper. As you approach the beginning of the causeway, this massive, more than 300 feet long causeway that converge on enormous ivy-covered tree stumps in the background. That is, the water is basically at a depth where you feel uncomfortable to continue on with the snail on foot. The snail is having a hard time maneuvering. He's kind of getting water level up to about his chest.
Are those rafts sturdy enough to carry the snail?
Definitely not the ones you've seen.
Okay.
The ones you've seen have maybe been able to fit a large creature on it, but these are in shambles or are just completely unusable in their state.
Okay.
There potentially like another way if we turn back just slightly? Could we see another opening, or it might be a little bit shallower?
You get the sense that the causeways that have been built here, these wooden, ivy-covered causeways, are the reason that they were built here for a reason. It's to traverse through this deeper area.
I know that you don't like it, but we may have to let our snail friend go on his way. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to get through this area.
Yeah, I recognize that, but I'm really sad about this, but I'm starting to see it.
Do you want him to continue? Because he's struggling. He's like, Artax.
No. I'm assuming he's like in real distress right now, so I'm gonna have him stop.
He starts to sink into the muck.
Oh no, jeez.
Go back.
Yeah,
Tell him to
turn
go
around.
back.
Turn
He
around.
neighs. He neighs up in the air, gasping for breath.
Stop.
Go back.
I pull out a Colt 45 revolver.
Do snails
time,
breathe
son.
air normally? I don't know how do they even...
Yeah,
Do
I think
snails breathe?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. I have no idea.
Snails are amphibious?
I have no idea. So he's just like trying to keep his neck above water.
No. Siggy's like trying to pull him up and help him a little bit with her wings. Like, you got this.
Yeah, we're gonna
It's okay.
do anything I can do to just make sure it just gets back to safety, or at least heads in that way.
I've triggered some flashbacks of Neverending Story. It says Daniel in the chat. Yes, that's exactly what I was going for.
The end of the snail. What a shame.
No.
It is a shame considering
people
that
want
you're
the snail.
on the snail.
Everyone wants the snail.
Well, yeah. So he's thrashing, trying to get above the water.
All right,
How far is the closest those how far are those rafts?
The rafts, you could manage to snag one. It's not too far. He could go, he doesn't have to go further north. He can go back a little bit to get you to one.
Why don't we get him close enough to one of the rafts, and then we can get on the raft and say our goodbyes, and he can go back and live his life in his environment. This is where he's from.
I'm gonna direct him to the nearest raft, and then I'm assuming we all get off and we're on the raft now. It's still in distress, or it's a little bit better now.
This raft will be you'd be hard pressed to get this raft to continue the rest of the way to the tollway. It's in a state that's probably not really usable. You could fix it up, or you could swim.
Isn't
Are
it
we all
literally
off the
just a
snail right now?
raft? Like, is it not floating?
No, so the ones that Siggy saw were like in a state of distress, like they're like sunken into the under the water level. They're like sticking up out of the water. Some of them are kind of capsized, but they're the water level where you can actually get out and stand. You know, you're not going to rely on it at this point. But if you were to go further, like you were with the snail, just maybe 100 feet further, that's where it starts to go deeper.
And there were no usable rafts.
Correct. Although the raft you just are in does seem to have some items in it. So let me tell you what you find here. Let's see here. This abandoned raft is an 8-foot square wooden raft. You get the sense that if it were fixed, it could probably support a decent amount of weight, all of you probably in your gear. You'd need some sort of pole or oar to keep guiding yourself, otherwise the raft doesn't have a means of moving. Actually, yeah, it doesn't have anything else on it. It's just a raft that is in disarray.
Could
It
we
has some items on it. No items.
I thought it had items on it, but
can we
You're
deconstruct
telling me
one
this
of
raft
the
doesn't have
us.
black razor?
Could we deconstruct one of the other rafts and use those materials to fix this raft?
sure, yeah.
We use a snail to pull this raft out of the water.
You have rope, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah,
the snail
one
can
of
get
us
out. Yeah.
has to have rope. If we can pull it out of the water, and then that way we have a nice spot to fix
Sure.
it up.
Let's do that. So, you give me a survival check. If anybody wants to help with that, if you're trained in survival, I'd say you could do that as well.
No, sir, not Poppy.
Oh, who needs advantage on a check when Christian rolls a 19?
23.
You spend about half an hour tightening, reinforcing, using using the materials from other rafts you can collect around here, pieces of rafts, and you fortify this thing. You get the sense that this will steer. Does anybody have something, or swim? Does anybody have any oar or something you could use for an oar?
No.
Gonna check. I don't think I do, but
Well, it looks like
I got
someone's
nothing.
gonna get out and push, right, Boppy?
It ain't gonna be me, sweetheart. You're the one with the winks.
I'm so little. You're so strong and so big.
I ain't
Yeah.
falling for that.
Just ask my nose.
I've seen those feet flutter.
how much weight is it actually? Like, I feel like pulling something along water doesn't
Alright,
take too much effort. Because I could fly and pull the raft.
Yeah,
how,
you
how
could.
deep is? Can I stand in the water?
At the start, where the token is right now, yes. As you approach the causeway, no. But, you'd be moving, hopefully, at that point.
No other branches or logs we see that we could use as oars around us.
Give me a survival check, see if you could forage and find a stick that's long enough. My God, you like Bear Grylls out here, Boomy.
Perfect.
20?
Yeah, 20.
You know what? Yeah, you find a
Build a motor.
you. I always wanted to motorboat.
Oh God.
So
Is
you
that
get
what that sound was in the bath?
you get You get a stick that's long enough to reach the bottom and push off from.
Great. Did we say goodbye to the snail yet?
Nope, you're ready to leave though.
I'm gonna say my goodbye to the snail, like almost like a horse, kind of, and tell it that it did a great job getting us safely. I'm gonna give it whatever snack I have, and I'm gonna tell it that if it would like to go back to Elmer's tower, if you want a safe spot, just as a maybe we'll see each other again there.
I wonder if the snail speaks common.
Yeah, the snail's like, yeah, you got it, buddy. The snail
here for the food.
The snail's eye stalks just kind of like are looking in every direction. They don't seem to ever focus on you for more than a brief moment. But you get the sense that it does understand as it lowers its neck and kind of slimes all over you as it rubs its body up against your face and chest.
We're never going to see that snail again.
It's so sad. I'm not going to think like that, though. I'm going to think that maybe we will see the snail again.
The snail will head south at breakneck speed, leaving a wake of wave in its path here.
Like, so long, partner. Just goes away.
All right. Boppy, give me a athletics check so you could swim and push the raft.
All right.
If you'd like, Siggy, I believe, said you were going to help by flying and using a rope to pull.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get advantage on this, Mike. All you need is a 10 here.
Ooh.
And a 22. Very nice. You're motoring away. After about 20 minutes of vigorous exercise, Boppy is able to power everyone to the tollway. You can, based on your trajectory, I would say that there are 3 entrances to the tollway. You can decide left, right, or center. Or some of you could get off and go to a different one, left, right, or center. It's up to you.
Never split the party.
Let's split. All right.
Could I fly up ahead and maybe scout out what lays at each option?
You actually can probably see at this point. I'll say because now that you're at the tollway itself, you can see that the causeways all converge on the enormous ivy-covered tree stump. The causeways are 5 feet wide. They don't look like they're in great shape, even at a glance. They kind of look rickety. You can see that if you were to fly in the air and kind of just maybe, I don't know, maybe like 100 feet ahead or so, get to the main part of the causeway, you can see that there's some movement going on in the tree stump. Looks like there's humanoid figures up there. Oh, and you also see 2 skiffs. They are located on the east and west side of the stump. The water level is deep enough here that boats can go underneath the causeway, but it's kind of hard to navigate because there are lots of pillars coming up. So it may be challenging for a raft of your width to be able to get through them.
Are the skiffs tied down securely, or do they look stealable?
They look like they are tied to one of the gnarly roots.
Do you want me to steal a boat for us? She'll fly back and ask Boomy, I guess. Should I go steal that boat?
I feel like I wouldn't want to steal someone's boat.
But they're so much nicer than this raft.
Based on, it could be someone else who's using it who might need to be able to navigate these waters.
Or it could be the brigands.
Very good point. Very good point. I wish we had our snail.
Aw. It's okay. You'll see him again. I know you will.
Yeah, I mean, I would say like looking at our raft, I would kind of see what Siggy is saying, and that our raft isn't in great shape, and if we'd want to keep going, we probably need an upgrade.
But couldn't we also walk on the causeways?
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Can we? That is also an option, right? They probably
Could,
the less stealthy option, but
But stealing a boat is so much more fun.
When you're a
It's also
kleptomaniac.
interesting.
It's also a great way to make enemies. Like if it's not the brigands, we just stole a boat from a bunch of random people.
We're borrowing it.
I find it funny that sometimes Boppy is the moral compass. Because he's like, you tell by his demeanor, his background, he's just been like, in the underbelly of society fighting in these boxing rings.
doesn't want to ruffle any feathers.
But he's right. You're going to piss somebody off.
Yeah,
Probably
true.
by stealing their stuff.
Fine. I won't do it yet.
I mean, let's at least see who they belong to before you start pickpocketing people, hijacking vehicles, burning down their homes or whatever else you want to do.
That one sounds fun.
Oh, I thought you were the reasonable one.
I didn't say I want to do it. I've just never burnt something that big down. It sounds like a good time.
So do we go left, right, or center?
Well, there are some people ahead. Did I see which direction the humanoids were?
They're in the tree stump.
Oh, they're in the tree stump. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I
Looks like
figure.
the tree stump might be some sort of, like a building. It's where they're located. They're situated. If they're
Is there, listen, I know you probably don't want to listen to me because yesterday I told you looked like a toad. But,
You also punched me in the face.
yeah, you tried to mess with me in my sleep, so I figured
I was
that one
trying to
out
gently
while we
wake
were
you.
on
I
the
don't know what
snail.
you're
I was
talking
thinking
about.
about what you could have been doing, and it wasn't anything good. Anyways, maybe you could sneak up there and see who's in the tree, because if it's those rabbits, Harrington, I don't think we want to meet them again.
Well,
I could do that.
that was actually a part of the point. I thought we were coming here to sort of deal with that.
Well, at the very least, that would give us the information we need to know if that's them or not.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with them. I don't want to walk into their base of operations, but I do think that we should deal with some of them.
I could fly ahead and scout and see if it's them.
you'd have to get pretty close, but you could.
I think she'd be willing to risk that. She's pretty reckless sometimes. She doesn't quite think through the consequences of her actions.
Do you want backup?
Sure. Just don't stay too close. If something happens, you fly back to the team. I'll be okay.
I
But
can do that.
get them to help me if I'm not okay.
All right. I'll follow you.
Okay.
I'm going to give a bardic inspiration to Dasha.
Thank you.
As they fly away, you see Bobby fishing in his bag, and he pulls out the empty cigar box, and he's like, "Well, if Lemon dies, I guess we could probably bury her in this thing."
I would also probably cast guidance, in case we need that before she
The
goes.
other one we could just leave out there. It's fine.
Wow.
You
See how
really
it is,
need to
Bobby.
work on your manners.
Well, maybe she should stop trying to steal everything in sight. She's not a good person, right?
Starting to think that you're not either.
Ooh. Wow.
I never said I was one.
Well,
It's good to have some
judge
infighting.
lest ye be judged.
So,
Biggie, please
Dasha,
come back quickly.
He says telepathically to no one.
No, doesn't work anymore.
I was gonna say, yeah, that might have been Boomy's first chance to try it out and realize that it's not working.
The secret
Yeah.
club is over.
Yeah.
Dasha,
just
how would you
staring
like
longingly.
to? How would you like to do this stealthily?
Are there any clouds around that I could use for cover? Can I
is-
fly high enough to?
It is a bit foggy. There's no clouds in the clouds that are low enough that you could.
Yeah,
But it's been foggy, so
Mhm.
you could maybe find some patches of fog closer to to the causeway.
Yeah, I think she would try to do that. Try to like do that thing where she's flying like from like cover to cover and making sure she's not seen. And I guess maybe Lemon would be one step behind her.
Gotcha.
So
one
they're kind of
fog patch to the next.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, and so
Give me a
she'll try to
stealth
be as
check.
quiet as she can.
Okay.
Stealth
Give me a
check?
stealth check.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. And then how would I use guidance again? Is that
Guidance just gives you a D4 on a skill check.
okay?
Yep.
You add it to
and
what you roll.
I do have that. Did I end up using last time, or did you say I couldn't use it? My was it the acorn or the sycamore seed?
Which gave you what again? I forgot.
A D8, I think, to an ability check. I don't remember if it ended at some point though. I don't know if it just like was for that one day or if it lasted.
Was it something you ate?
I think
or-
so.
If it's something you ate in the wilderness, then it's gone by now. But if it's something
wa-
you got
no,
at the carnival,
It was something I got at the carnival. Yeah, it was the tree gave it to me for.
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You also have a D6 Bardic Inspiration that you can
That's
add
true.
after you see the roll.
That's true. Okay. So if
That
I
one
can
lasts
still...
for 10 minutes.
Great. Okay. If I can still use the sycamore seed, I would like to use that up. But if not, because I don't remember if it expired at some point.
If it's
If
something
not,
that you
I'll-
had eaten, it definitely expired by now. If
I think
it's
I was
something
just
you
carrying
still
it
have,
with me.
so then that might be something you can still use.
Okay.
I'm just looking up the what the sycamore seed did. Here it is.
Yeah.
Sycamore seeds. A creature can attempt to catch a falling sycamore seed before it touches the ground. Doing so, DC 10. Yep. So we got it already. Yep. So creature catches seed before it touches the ground. You receive a gift. You roll the D8. You consult the gifts table. It lasts for 24 hours.
Oh, okay. So it's expired now. Okay.
It's expired at this point. Yeah.
That is all right. I will use the Bardic Inspiration then if I need it.
Sure. You might.
I do need it. Yeah. D6?
So you rolled an
D6.
8, correct?
Yeah.
So D6 for the Bardic Inspiration. And did you roll guidance or
A
no?
D4. Yeah.
I did not... Is that something I need to roll before?
Additionally.
It's on the next. Yeah, it's on your next check for guidance. So, that would also be on there.
Yeah, you
Okay.
just rolled now.
Okay, so... D4.
You're up to 12. Not terrible.
Wow.
There we go.
To
Nice.
16.
16.
Only
Not
took
bad.
2 abilities. For-
Not bad. All right. The 16. That's what you got, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you sneak out, cloud to cloud. You get to the stump. You can follow the ivy up towards the top of it. I'm actually going to switch our maps here. I will allow you to choose later. Well, actually, no. Where would the raft be situated closer to? Left, center, or right?
That's up to you guys.
Oh, sorry, the raft. I forgot.
Yeah.
I didn't realize
Where would the
you were
raft
talking
be situated closer to? Just so I can know where to place tokens.
about- by left, center, or right? In context to what exactly?
So there are 3 entrances to the tollways that you're close to. A left, a center, and a right.
Let's go right.
Right.
Sure.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Place your tokens about here on the causeway. Dasha, you could place your token anywhere you'd like.
By the way, we can see.
You can see
inside.
everything. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
It's
Sure.
daylight.
Ping where
There's
you
no-
wanted us again.
You said
Had
right.
to-
Right on.
Okay, there we go. Okay, I was too zoomed in on the wrong side.
So I'm just showing the whole map before I zoom in for the viewers. But I'm going to zoom in so it's much easier to see. You could place yourself. I'd say your raft would be to the side of it. So anywhere to the right of your raft would be fine. Dasha, you're flying up closer to the tree stump. Exactly. Okay, perfect. I'm going to zoom in now to Dasha. And yeah, Dasha, you get close enough now. You fly upwards. You can peer over the stump, right? The top of the stump. And you can see that there are 6 Harengon brigands here. You can also see that one of them has a... oops, sorry, let me tell you exactly what their description is. So one of them has a light crossbow, and it looks like it is a very specially made one. One that looks like it's got some sort of like an aid for aiming on it, some sort of a scope of some sort. You also can see that the rest of the Harangon brigands, they look like the ones you've encountered before. However, you don't think they're the same Harangon, but they're wearing similar clothes. They are rabbit folk, so they do fit the bill of the brigands that you met earlier. They are rudely mocking each other, kind of just giving each other a hard time in a joking fashion, but they don't seem to notice you. Mm-hmm. And the tree stump is as it is. It's a tree stump.
Mm-hmm. Do I see a way of getting up to the tree stump? Is there like a ladder that they used, or?
Yeah, the vines look like they could be easily climbed.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Almost like a ladder itself, like a net ladder.
Mm. And the leader, the guy who seems like the leader with the crossbow, does that seem to fit the description of the one that we were told we would be here? I forget the name.
Agden Longscarf?
Longscarf, yes.
Well, he's not wearing a scarf.
He's not wearing a scarf, okay. Mm-mm. Do I hear them throw out any names as they're talking to each other?
No, nothing really. Maybe their own names, but
okay.
nothing of importance.
Okay. And are there any other objects or weapons on the stump that I see?
It looks as though the stump has been carved away a bit, so that it looks like they would have like cover, like they would be on top of a rampart, mm-hmm. based on the defenses they've kind of carved out of it. Mm-hmm. While you are searching and looking, Lemon finally comes up. I just checked out the boats. They're just tied to the stump. We could easily undo it.
That's a good idea. I think these are the brigands that we were supposed to find, although I don't know if Longscarf is among them, though there is one with a fancy crossbow. Maybe he's another leader. Could you go back to the group and tell them, and I'll wait here and see if I hear anything more, anything pertinent.
Yeah, I could go tell them. What do you want? You wanted to come here?
Yes, tell them to meet me at the base of the stump. Tell them I want to steal a boat, but I will wait for their okay.
You got it, boss. She's gonna zip off. Mm-hmm. Mike. Maybe it's the pragmatist in you. Maybe it's the fighter. You get an odd feeling. It suddenly comes over you as you feel like someone's watching you.
Can I do a perception check to see if I can figure out what the hell's looking at me?
Yep.
It ain't gonna go well, but I'll give it a shot. $19. All right, I'll take it.
Nice. You turn around, and on the causeway, right in front of Quentin, is a Harangon. This Harangon is wearing a brightly colored blue scarf. The scarf is about 15 feet long, or at least the trail of it is about 15 feet long. He's holding in his hand a hot branding iron, and in the other, a small round shield. He also has a cloak that he casts off in a flourish. And he says, "The name's Agdon. Agdon Longscarf."
They were singing songs about you.
Of course they were. I'm Agdon Longscarf. I stole my scarf from the gods themselves.
Yeah, you're full of shit.
No, I did.
forgive my friend here. I do not doubt you, Agden. I've heard quite a lot of tales of you and your famous scarf.
I wove this scarf out of lightning bolts I stole right out from a dark cloud of the gods.
Interesting. I've never seen or heard of a lightning scarf. Is that indicative of your speed? Or your wit?
This one's smart here. Course it is. That's how I got to sneak up on you.
It makes sense.
I'm quick, lickety split.
Yes, and you've managed to build quite an empire here with these causeways.
Yeah, you see, I informed all my men that your spy was coming. The little pixie.
Yes. We were, we're not from here, so we see someone's house. We don't want to just walk in and uninvited. We wanted to see if people were home, and then, we would knock.
Give me a
See if we could have some
deception
tea.
check. Give me a deception check.
Okay.
I believe you're fixing to steal my boats. Deception of 14?
14, yeah.
Oh, you're pretty clever with your silver tongue.
Well, sometimes it is. Other times I've heard that it's even considered gold. And I'm going to cast Charm Person.
Go for it. I'm going to make the
It's a
wisdom
good
check.
thing you
right?
went before me because I was about to jump on and just
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna cast guidance.
No, I knew. Yeah,
I don't think you're gonna get away with casting guidance in front of him. He's gonna know.
I know.
Yeah,
right.
no.
Yeah.
Guidance is a somatic. Yeah.
Okay.
So you,
I will
it's
make your lying better.
it's a DC 14 Wisdom save.
I also have art for you, which is really, really great art. That's Agden Longscarf.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, it looks cool.
And that's the skiff the brigands have that's tied to the tree in the background.
That's really cool art.
Nice. He has a branding iron as
Yep.
his weapon. That's really
What is the
that's really cool.
brand? Like, if he branded you with it, what would the image be?
You'll have to find out.
Oh gosh,
You'll
I
have
don't
to
want
let
to
him,
find
you'll have
out.
to let him
Yeah.
stab you with it. And
I don't want to find out that way.
All right, so you want to cast on him, right?
Yeah, I cast Charm Person, so it's
Okay.
a DC 14 Wisdom save.
I actually think, though, since he's prepared, we just go into initiative, right? Makes sense?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh man, I was hoping to get it off through the conversation.
He's a quick one, remember. All right, so let's roll for initiative. I'll call out for your numbers.
Ugh.
Do I roll even though I'm not there, or should I hold off?
Yes,
for now?
please roll.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Oh god, I'm about to fight like 20 Herringon on my own. Okay.
You got 11. You're fine.
Please be high initiative. Oh, thank God, high initiative. Okay.
Lemon left.
Oh wait, did I roll? Oh, roll 20 showed me Boomy's initiative and not mine.
Aww. All right, so I'm
Not a
looking.
high
I see
initiative.
Boomy at 21.
Yep.
I see Quentin at 14.
You missed
I see.
Dasha.
I see Dasha at 18, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
Siggy at 18.
Yep.
I see Boppy at 8.
Yep.
All right. And there's Agdon himself.
Oh, he's gonna go before me.
All right. So, with a whip of his scarf, Agdon rolled stupid high. Stupid high.
I was hoping to negotiate this one.
You're about to say the first part of your somatic or verbal component, and you start to maybe wave your hand as if you were going to do your Jedi mind trick on him, and he uses that branding iron almost like a rapier, or like maybe even more like a fencing sword. What's it called? The epee. He runs at you, and he stabs you with the branding sword. What's your armor class?
13, not high.
Oh my god.
I just wear leather chaps.
Jeez
Sounds like a
Louise.
crit just happened.
It rolled like everything all at once. Okay. So with a flurry, he stabs at you twice with his poking iron. Hits you once for a total of 10 fire damage.
Holy shit!
And Quentin, as he hits you, as soon as the brand comes off of you, he disappears. He is invisible.
Gosh. So what's the picture on the brand? What is he branded with?
Do I get an attack of opportunity? Or did he teleport away?
Give me a Arcana check.
Not terrible. 16.
16.
Yeah.
You get the sense that he went invisible, so he may
went
still be
invisible.
right next to you.
So he may still be right. So I haven't noticed him leave. Although I guess it would be hard for me to even see.
Yeah,
that. I don't
like you might
very
have to
high
make
perception.
Yeah, right, exactly. On your turn, maybe, or something. But you get the sense that he's close, based on the rickety bridge. Like, you don't hear too much movement. But he's invisible. You cannot see him. Mike, Boomy, you see him perfectly. He's fine. He's right there in front of him. All right. So that's his turn. But he is going to move. You hear the bridge start to creak and groan as he steps away. 5, 10...
So I do think you can get an op attack then, right? Just disadvantage.
20. Yeah, you'll get an op attack, Quentin.
Oh, I do.
Yep.
Oh, okay. All I got as a weapon is a dagger, but I'll make it. Probably not. 12.
12 does not hit him. He actually, so he runs, I just want to make sure I'm counting it right.
Shit.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 70. You could see that, Mike and, Boomy and Boppy can see the scarf just like flapping in the wind 15 feet behind him.
Jesus.
And he moves 70 feet away on the causeway. Right. Now,
Fast.
couple of things here. As he's moving, some of the causeway planks crumble and break, and he falters for just a quick moment, but he's able to catch himself because of his dexterity is so great. So he's able to catch himself and run along. You get the sense that you got to be careful on this bridge.
Because of that, am I able to kind of tell where he went? Because of from the planks breaking?
I would say that you could get the general direction, yes.
General
He
direction.
came-
So I
he
know
went
that
this
he's
way.
I know he went pretty far.
Yep. Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So that's his turn. He branded you. He turned invisible, and then ran 70 feet in the other direction. We go to Boomy.
That fucking hurts a lot.
Yeah, I think I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Quentin here. So it's a 1d8 plus 4. Do I roll that, or does that Quentin roll that?
You, what are you rolling again? I'm sorry.
Cure Wounds.
You roll it. Quentin, can you just list me some of the items on your person or in your pack?
Don't you dare, Bobby. I treasure all of my things.
Just list them.
You regain
Things you
9
have.
HP.
9. Awesome. Wow. I'm only down by 1 HP now. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
In terms of okay, so just going off items, I have an ink pen, lamp, an oil flask, some paper, perfume, sealing wax, soap, 2 daggers, a key that Jingle Jangle gave me a lyre, I believe it's a lyre, and a couple books.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you. All right, we go to Boomy's done, or are you moving?
Oh, technically also 2 sets of clothes.
Oh, yeah. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna move. I'm only gonna move like halfway up, because I'm assuming I'm gonna take it pretty easy, knowing that I just saw a bunch of those planks fall.
So here's how just so we all know, you get the sense that if you were to try to dash on this causeway, you might cause enough force to fall in. If you were to move at your normal pace, just a normal movement, you'd be okay.
How far is the drop?
10 feet down to the water.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I wouldn't move my full movement forward. I would kind of just, almost move up, trying to see which way to go or best way forward.
Yep. Gotcha. So you move up, and then we go to Siggy, and then Quentin and Boppy. Siggy, you hear the sounds of combat behind you. You take a look, and you can see this blue scarf just like zigzagging through this causeway.
And any reaction from the people, the Herringon that are on the stump? Or are they just continuing
Well,
to...
are you watching them now, or were you down by the boat? I forget.
Oh yeah, you're right. I think I went down to the boat, or I would have been in the process of going down to the boat, because that's where I told Lemon I'd meet them. Okay, so how far am I from him? Okay, not too far anymore, actually. I might... And he's not invisible, like I can see where the scarf is, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, he's visible. I mean, he's grease lightning right now, but you can see him.
Okay.
You can spot the scarf a mile away.
Uh-huh. I might try to shoot him with my short bow.
Go for it.
That's a 7, I think.
7's not gonna hit, no.
Yeah. He's zigzagging too fast for me.
Yep. You catch his attention, though. The crossbow bolt flies past him. Right. And you're moving, or?
I may move and start... Yeah, maybe I'll get on, in the boat and take cover in the boat.
Okay, so you want to drop down in the boat?
Uh-huh, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, so we go to Quentin and then Bobby.
Okay. Quentin is seeing that the general direction and the speed, and knowing that that making him run is going to be the play here. I'm going to move a bit forward. It's a little hard to calculate here based on this. Oh, that's actually perfect. That's exactly how far I wanted to go and exactly where I want to go. Just moving a bit forward, hoping that I am in range. I don't need to see him to cast this spell. He needs to be able to hear me. But I'm just moving up a little bit. I technically was already within range of him because it's a 60-foot range spell. But I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on
That's
him.
a good one.
So he needs to make another DC 14 Wisdom save.
$21.
Fuck! Oh, man. That would have been really good.
Would have been good, yeah.
Okay. Well, he still takes half damage, at least. So
What type
he's
of
gonna
damage
take
is it?
Psychic damage.
Psychic.
So he takes 3 psychic damage, and unfortunately, I really wanted him to get affected by the other effect, but that doesn't happen. And he just hears like a cacophony of run.
I'm running. I heard you already.
And yeah. And then I'm going to give a bardic inspiration as a bonus action to Boomy, and just kind of like spin on my heels, noticing that it definitely didn't work because I would have seen him run somewhere. And just kind of spin on my heels and just kind of like tap him on both shoulders. You got this. And then immediately go behind him.
Okay.
So you have a bardic inspiration.
Boppy is up next.
That's my turn.
All right. Boppy is the first thing he does is he cracks his knuckles and goes, all right. And I am going to brace up. So I'll spend one of my moxie. And then I get a number of temporary hit points equal to a d6 plus my level plus constitution mod.
Cool.
So let's roll a d6. So 5 plus 4, so I get 9 temporary hit points. And then I'm going to start going towards them. 5. 10,
Yeah, I would say
15,
any
25,
box
30.
that is or part of the grid that's on the causeway is fair game. It's very hard to diagonally align it. So
All right,
so
so
you're moved.
that's it. I use my bonus action to brace up. So
Gotcha. All right, the brigands are gonna go. You can see some of the brigands start to scale down the ivy. They slide down. It takes their double move to get to the bottom, but they say, "Hey, she's stealing the ship! Get to the other boat!" And they run down. Some of these are going down to that boat. This one's going to this boat. They'll come down here. And then
Could it be a
the one
boat
up there with the
chase?
crossbow looks down at you, Dasha. I don't know if I could give you cover down in that boat. Maybe because you'd be under the seat. I'll give you half cover. Does that sound fair?
Yeah, definitely.
So +2 to your AC bonus and dexterity saves against this guy. The brigand takes out that special looking crossbow and he aims down at you. Ready for this?
Yes.
Pating! 23.
That will definitely hit me.
I thought you were making a miss sound of it like gently hitting something.
Oh no, that is it. Hitting Siggy. Square in the shoulder.
Ah! You got 5 piercing damage.
Okay.
Actually, you get the sense that because this guy was using that special crossbow, your cover didn't really help you at all. He pinpointed where he wanted it to go.
I see. So you said 5?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so you all might, I don't know if they would hear, but she will
Yeah, you
definitely
can hear.
cry. Yeah, she'll cry out in pain. Everyone hear. You don't see Siggy, but you hear her, like, shriek.
Yeah, the other bandits take out their clubs. They're getting ready to give a beatdown to somebody. Agden. He looks over towards Boppy. Oh, we got a proper fighter here. You ready for me, tough guy?
okay.
You don't have to respond, obviously, but
Oh, I was. Can I respond? I was waiting till my turn.
no, you could say something quippy.
Let's see if you're fast enough to dodge these hands.
Oh, you challenged Agdon. You're gonna get it in full. And he's
By the way,
turning
can I
around.
hear him?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, so I can hear him. Okay.
Yep.
Just
He's
curious.
just invisible to you. He turns around, he moves 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50, no, 40 feet. And then he takes out his brand on you. The brand is actually, I can't see what it is here, but I'm going to imagine it's some sort of like, it looks like a Legend of Zelda, the triangle, the Triforce. But I imagine it's made of carrots. So that's what we're going to go with. And he's going to attack you, Mike.
Yep.
First attack, 13.
Miss.
Second attack, 24.
That hits.
This guy's insane.
And it's going to do... Ooh, wow. 15 fire damage.
Whew.
Oh, shit. Agden doesn't mess around.
He is also invisible to you now, Mike.
Okay.
You can see he branded you right on your chest. Right here.
Is he still
Carrot.
invisible to Randall?
Yes, he's still invisible to Randall as well. Or Quentin cannot see him either.
God.
Oh man.
He's going to take his turn tail and run. He's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 feet away.
All right, I guess I'm gonna punch him.
You can take an attack of opportunity. Yep.
10.
10. You punch. You actually feel something, though. You feel that scarf of his. It's invisible, but you know it's got a train of 15 feet, so you just, like, punch cloth.
Grab it. Choke him.
You get the sense, Mike, that if you get the opportunity again, that maybe you could grab his scarf with an athletics check rather than an attack.
Oh, that's the secret. That's his
Okay.
speed.
You get the sense that you could do that.
Okay.
All right, so now we go to... Who's next? Siggy. No, excuse me, Boomy. Sorry, Boomy.
I'm gonna try to go 5, 10. Oh man, 5, 10, 15, 20, even 30. Is that about right?
That seems right.
Can I reach the scarf? I can see the scarf. Can I grab it from here?
It's a train of 15, and it goes... It's like snake. You know, like in a... So it goes... It's right here. 5, 10,
Is it right here?
15,
Oh, it's-
yeah. So it's right next to you. Yeah, you could grab it. Yeah.
yeah. Let me. Was it athletics?
Yes, athletics check.
Sure. 22.
Oh!
You don't even need the inspiration. Although, if you want to use it, now's your chance.
Damn. Nice.
You grab his scarf, and he comes to a full stop. He goes, "Hey, off the goods!"
Can I yank it on this turn, or that would be a
So your action was to grab it,
grab it?
and
okay.
you succeeded in doing so. Essentially, what happens now is he is grappled, except if he wants to move closer to you. He
Okay.
can move closer to you.
Okay.
All
Then
right?
I guess that's my action. It's my
You
turn.
basically have him tethered, right? So like
Right.
he can't go further away than he is, but he could come closer to you now that you're
I'm
holding
gonna-
the scarf.
I'm gonna tell the group that I got him.
What do you say?
I got him.
There you go. Boomy's done?
Clear and concise.
Boomy's done?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Siggy's up.
I would like to, with my action, try to cut the boat free, just so it drifts away, and then with my movement, fly away, so they
You
can't
can
reach
you can
me.
definitely untie it or cut it with an action, sure.
Okay. So
And then
I'll
you-
do that.
Yep, you move away from it as it drifts from
Yes.
the roots. Gotcha.
Yes. Yeah. I'll just fly. It's hard to see on the. Go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Over here.
Agden calls out, boys, little help. And then we go to Siggy's done. Quentin.
Oh, did Siggy use a bonus?
Siggy's done, right?
Oh,
Yep.
okay. Okay. Well, that actually changes what I was going to do. Dissonant Whispers. Okay, so just from a mechanic standpoint, if I were to cast Dissonant Whispers on him, it forces him to use as much of his movement as possible in a reaction to get away from me, while being held. Because he's grappled, his movement is 0. Would he still try to move and possibly hurt himself, or like would that possibly help get the scarf off of him if he's like frantically running away?
No. Because it's an action to free himself from the grapple.
Gotcha. So he would just be running in place, basically.
Mechanically, he'd be like running, and Boomy would be like reeling him in, holding him back.
Okay.
I realized I missed an opportunity to go get over here when I grabbed the scarf. So
Well,
See,
next time when you pull him in,
that's
you
what
can.
I'm gonna do next time. Yeah.
You know what? Next time, Christian, when I give you the opportunity to say what you do, think of Scorpion.
Here you go. That's all I'm gonna do.
All right, who's up now?
It's still me. I'm gonna. So I'm not gonna do Distant Whispers. I'm gonna move up. I'm gonna move to there. Let me just make sure that Vicious Mockery doesn't need to be seen.
I think it's her.
Nope, I need to see them.
You do? Really? Okay.
Apparently for Vicious Mockery, I need to see them. So let me see how much further I can get. I was here. So move 15. Oh, no. No, I'd have to share a space with Boomy. Well, actually, is this spot that I'm marked at? Is this? It's like it's one of the like half on the causeways. Is this one possible to stand on?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I still wouldn't be in range.
It's far. What are you shooting?
I'd be in range for Siggy. Okay, I'm gonna move there because I think that also has me in range for Siggy. It does. I'm gonna move there, and then I'm gonna bonus action healing word on Siggy, since I know she got shot, and I don't want her to get shot out of the air.
Gotcha.
So you get 7 HP back, and then I'm going to hold a Vicious Mockery on when the other Harengon get closer to me once they get into range.
Okay, sounds good. All right, Boppy's up.
All right, I'm gonna brace up again, so it's another D6. Not as good this time. So 6. And even though I can't see him, I'm gonna try to punch him again.
Yeah, I'd say you get the sense of this. No, you can't. But I get this. You get the sense of what square he's in because of the scarf. You can actually probably like feel it. So you can kind of move closer to him. I would still say since he's invisible, you're gonna get a disadvantage.
Oh my god, nat 1. All right, never mind.
Even when I'm tethered, I can dodge your punches. Slowpoke.
That'd be a lot easier if I could frickin' see you. Only cowards hide behind invisibility.
Oh boy. Let's see what he's gonna do next. The Brigands shout from the causeway at you, Siggy. Hey, come back here! That was our boat! This one's like, why'd I get off on this side?
She sticks her tongue out at them like,
hey, don't
catch
put that
me.
tongue back! Put that tongue back! 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So this one goes to here. And the other two are going to just move. They're going to go and jump down to Agdon's area. These two get in the boat, and they're going to start pushing off here. So they're going to go. Okay. So that's where they end. The sniper up top, he's going to take another shot at you, Siggy. Randall, I think your whispers might go off.
Yeah,
right?
my Vicious Mockery is going to trigger. Since I saw this guy get closer to me first, I'm going to do it on him.
Okay.
Also, did them doing a big jump and landing on this thing, did that do anything to the boards at all?
Oh, you're absolutely right. They double moved, yeah. So I'm going to roll for that. Actually, why don't you everyone give me a D8.
D8?
Yep, everybody give me a D8.
Okay.
For the Brigands that ran on the causeway.
2.
5, 2, 3, 2. That's what you got.
I also got a 2.
Wow.
Yep.
They're fine. They're loving life.
Oh,
They're loving life.
and-
No boards fall.
As they're running closer, and I'm just gonna yell to the one that's in front. Hey, why don't you come over here? I think I have a carrot that you might like.
A carrot.
What are you
he has
trying to say?
He's trying to say that they like carrots.
Yeah, definitely just carrots. So you
Eight
need to make
on
a
my
DC 14, I believe, wisdom.
I rolled an 8.
Roll an 8? Okay, so he takes 1d4, 1 damage. Awesome. But he has disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So the sniper is going to pick you out, Siggy. 21.
That will definitely hit me.
5 piercing damage.
Again. Thank you for
Yep.
that healing word, Quentin.
Also,
I had a feeling you might get hit again.
Yeah, definitely.
what's your passive perception?
My passive perception is 12.
You look up after getting hit, and you can see that he's nowhere in sight. He's hiding behind the ramparts.
Okay.
Okay. We go to top of the order here. Agden. He's gonna... Oh, he's not happy about this. He's gonna really try to get free, so Boomy, give me an opposed athletics check here.
No.
Ugh.
Oh,
I'm gonna roll...
I guess
You
just
have an inspiration.
yeah. I'm gonna use my what is that?
D6.
D6.
Also, Dasha, you have an inspiration still as well.
Ah,
Okay.
total,
a
Boomy.
9. A 9.
So, because this is an opposed check, I do feel like rolling the dice out in front of you so you can see. I mean, it's all legit anyway. Don't fudge anything. But I find it fun to see an opposed check. So you rolled a 7.
Yep. I added
Agden
9
rolls-
total.
9 total.
A 1!
Yeah!
That's
See,
why
this
you
is the
never
reaction.
roll on here.
No, see, this is the reaction I was hoping for. That you get to see it and celebrate.
Nice.
Go.
Damn rabbit.
Agden says,
No, yeah, you
No.
were hoping for us to see it and celebrate. You wanted us,
Yeah.
to make us cry.
no, I am on your side here, okay?
Are you, though?
I am. Actually, wait a second. Hold on.
Oh no.
Skill
in that
checks,
one?
1 don't always fail.
Technically?
The legendary ability somewhere where it's like.
Okay, so I just double checked. You're good. Because normally when you grapple somebody, you could use like an acrobatics to escape, right? And his acrobatics is off the chart. So he would have beat you if he was able to use acrobatics. But it specifically says only a strength contest. So it's got to be athletics. So he's stuck. He's blubbering and pleading for his life. Oh, you gotta let me go. You gotta let Agden go. Come on, let Agden go, please. Please, I promise.
As you
I'll
see
let you
Siggy
go.
get shot in the sky. Are you
Yeah.
gonna let him go?
So that's Agden's action, and he's not moving. He doesn't want to go any closer to you. In fact, Boppy's kind of blocking his way, so he's stuck there. We go to Boomy.
I'm gonna pull him back or yank him back as far as a yank can kind of pull him. Maybe I pull him towards Boppy so that Boppy can then grab him. And I'm gonna tell him, I'm gonna yell at him to call off his goons. And you know,
Yeah, anything you say, all right? Anything you say.
I'm just gonna say I'm waiting.
It's off, everyone, it's off.
Doesn't sound very convincing at all.
It's off, I swear to you.
Did any of them do anything?
Yeah.
The sniper looks real disappointed as he pops up from his hiding spot, and he lowers his scoped crossbow. And then the rest of the Harangon, I mean the ones that they're still rowing, but the rest of them put their clubs to their side.
Okay. I'm guessing that's my action and my turn.
Sure. Yeah.
It's being able to-
Lemon zips in. She zips right up to Boppy. You ought to be ashamed of yourselves, picking on poor passerbys.
Wait, Oh, is she
When
talking to Boppy?
Yeah, no, she's talking to Agden, but she
Oh.
She's talking about me too.
no,
It's
she's
Shame
Layman's
on
really,
you.
Layman's really switching sides here.
no.
I was like,
She's-
man, what did Boppy do?
She's floated right by your shoulder, but she's yelling at Agden.
So is combat done?
I was gonna say,
If you want,
when I
Agden's
yanked,
yeah,
when I yanked back, did he move backwards? Did he fall, trip, or anything? Like,
yeah, he like bopped into Boppy.
okay,
Can I? I don't know if I can see him. Can I try to fucking grab the iron?
Sure, yeah, go for it. Give me a attack to see if you can grab it from him. Fist attack.
14.
Yeah, now that Boomy pulled him into you, you get a feel for the sense of his body, and you reach for his left hand or right hand, the one that had the iron in it, and you can grab it from him. When you
Yeah.
grab it, it becomes visible.
Yeah. See, need magic toys to do anything.
Look, okay, we're done here, all right? We're done. You had your fun. Now be on your way.
Make it so that we can see you.
Oh. Yeah. Sorry about that.
No, you're not.
That's not gonna work.
What do you mean it's not gonna work?
You see, you can't see me's until 24 hours tomorrow.
Typically, there's some sort of way to stop that early. You know, if we do something tragic to you.
Nope. It's all part of the brand.
Oh, the brand. Poppy, do you mind if I see that?
Yeah, I'll bring it over to him.
This brand.
Yeah, that one.
Can I hear where he is?
Yeah. I mean, Boomy's got him reeled in.
Can
I'm
I
just
have
gonna-
joined the
I'm
party?
just
at
gonna
this point?
poke out
Yes.
into the spot that I hear him.
Yow! That was right on my tail!
Could I have joined the
Agden's-
party at this point?
Yeah, you can, yeah.
Okay.
Stand down, everybody, stand down. I'm alright. I just need a breather here.
Hey, does anybody remember the song about this guy? What was the song again?
I think Agden Longscarf, always gonna make you barf. Something like that.
Agden Longscarf can't walk more than 10 feet without tripping on his face because he's stupid and he wears a long scarf.
Well, it doesn't really rhyme, but
And not
It's
making
accurate,
it
at
rhyme.
least.
It's not supposed to rhyme. It's supposed to make him look stupid because he's stupid.
He looks to Quentin, but he doesn't see you anymore because you branded him. So he looks to you and he's, oh wait, actually no, sorry, never mind. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work.
that was
that
what
way.
I was.
It's a-
That was,
it's
I
a
was gonna,
tune.
that was
You're
my
not-
next
you're not
question. I was gonna ask. So can you see me now?
It's a
You're-
tune too. Yeah. So he
Yeah,
looks.
so you're not tuned to it.
yeah, I figured.
So, so he goes, oh well, yeah, you guys more than welcome to pass through. Agden and his men will back off.
Siggy's gonna fly up to Quentin and whisper, "Ask about Jingle Jangle, the curse. They hurt her."
Yes, that's a good point, Siggy. You hurt a friend of ours.
What?
Jingle jangle. I'm gonna reach in my bag and hold out a key. Hold out the key.
The key is gone.
And it seems that you've taken things that don't belong to you.
Boppy, your cigar case is also gone.
I'm going to I'm just gonna hold out my. I'm gonna hold out my hand, and looking expectantly in the direction that I've been hearing him, and now smell burnt fur.
Yeah, he's check my pockets.
I can't see your pockets. How about you
Uh,
check them for me?
He looks to Boomy. Can I?
I feel like I would check his pockets.
You can find the key and the cigar case stowed away.
Can they see it now, or is it still invisible to them, or like am I holding nothing to Boomy and Quentin?
No, they can see their items. They can't
Okay.
see Agden or anything that he's wearing.
Okay, so yeah, then I kind of wait. I have them. They're here.
I'll take it.
Thank you. Well, actually, yeah. I won't go over and take the key. I guess I'll move to where I actually am, which is, I think, right there now.
Yeah, I'm not on Roll20 anymore, so it's the
Okay.
viewers can't see the Roll20 screen right now. All right.
So, as I was saying, we have our things back now, but you did hurt a friend of ours, Jingle Jangle.
Oh,
How did you do that?
that goblin. Yeah, yeah, we might have roughed her up a bit, but all in good fun. Sports, right?
Yes, fun. You know what I like for fun? Poking things. And I'd give another
No,
jab.
no.
Wow.
It does. By the way, it does
Siggy,
3d6 fire damage.
I know you were saying that you about poking that thing, the beehive. I understand the urge now. This is quite entertaining.
You
I
gotta
could
give
do
me
this all day.
give me 3d6 fire damage for the first one, 3d6 for the second one.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna urge him that he did stop. He agreed to stop.
11 and holy sh!
Oh shit!
Is he dead? Did you just kill him?
He's not dead, but he does look like one more poke would cause him to pass out, most likely.
I can't see this. I don't even know how much damage I'm doing.
Right, Boomy sees this. Boppy
I'm
and Quentin don't see this. Siggy
I'm
sees
gonna-
it too.
Tell the Quentin that stop. He agreed to stop. We have to keep our word.
Oh, is this hurting him? Oh, sorry. I thought it's all in good fun. You knock someone down on the ground and then you beat them until they can't do anything. Isn't
The,
that fun to you, Agden?
These brigands move their boat the other direction.
Away from us.
They're going away. Yeah.
I was
This
gonna say, yep,
brigand's
nothing
running.
to see here. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Just
This brigand swims out to that
smile
boat.
and wave,
The,
everyone.
the sniper swims out to that boat and starts to head north.
So they're all leaving him?
They're all
Yeah.
leaving their boss.
Aw. Poor,
These two-
poor Harangon. Your friends won't even stay and fight for you.
These two
should've
back
asked if he
away
was
just a
hurting
little
them.
bit. They want to test and see if you notice or care that they're leaving, but they're leaving too.
Seems like your friends don't have very much loyalty.
Oh wow, man, your reputation's it's pretty rude, huh?
Should we take him hostage? Use him as a, I don't know, gambling chip with Bavlorna or one of the other hags? Whoever he serves.
They don't care about this piece of garbage.
All of his value came from him commanding respect of the other Harangon. Doesn't seem like that's the case anymore.
Oh, you guys are here to talk to Bavlorna? I could tell you a lot.
What can you tell us?
I'll tell
And
you.
I urge you to be honest.
I will.
I wouldn't want to accidentally drop this poker.
Agden Longscarf didn't steal thunder from the gods for nothing. To die here in a swamp.
Well, then speak truthfully.
I'll tell you next time on Tabletop.
Of
Bobby,
course.
I'm gonna
Dang.
take a scarf, by the way.
Yes, thank you. I wanted us to take his scarf and and like hold that hostage, but then all of his fucking people left.
So there are a couple of issues with his scarf. His scarf cannot be removed from his body. It is magically tethered to him. He'll tell you this as you try to take it off, but he'll say that the gods cursed him by making him unable to remove the scarf.
If I
So you're-
pull this hard enough, does it remove your flesh?
It might hurt Agden, yes.
So you're telling us we can use it as a leash, basically.
One could put it that way, I'd assume.
I
What
didn't
kind of
think that this was going to go in that direction,
Yeah.
but I like it.
I was gonna say, what kind of curse is this that you can't take off the scarf? What's the
Well,
what does
he'll
it do
tell
to
you. He'll tell you next time.
All right.
Tabletop.
That was
But,
great, Bobby.
That was good.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. I love the. I love this character, Agden. He's hilarious. But we'll talk more
I
about
didn't
him.
think I was doing that much damage, by the way. I was genuinely trying to
yeah.
poke him. I wasn't thinking I was doing that much.
It's 3d6 fire damage. So we'll talk more about this next time. But we'll pick it right up from here. You can interrogate Agden and figure out exactly what you want to do next. But don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for notifications, follow us on Twitch, and all the links to my social media down below. Also, one thing I didn't even mention at the beginning because I'm such a great YouTuber. But last week I actually opened up a couple of links that you can do to support the channel. So there's Ko-fi, which is a straight donation site. It's going to go towards funding things here on the channel, improving the channel in various ways. No obligation to anybody. There's also a Patreon that I created. I know, Christian, we had talked, I feel like this is a long time coming. Probably should have done this a long time ago, but that's down below in the description as well. And one of the tiers there is actually, I'm going to start doing a campaign with Patreon members. So if you're interested in playing with me, then you can check that link down below. And I think, as I said, a lot of stuff coming out this week. Supernatural 20 tomorrow, Keeping the Borderlands Thursday. Did I forget anything?
I think you hit it.
All right.
Hit it all.
All right, everybody. We're signing off here from Hither. We'll see you on the tabletop. Have a great night.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Good night.